family. I'm going to be taking you through the single player version of Hotzone today. It's called Hostile Takeover. That's the name on the box. If those of you who have already supported have kind of like had a look at the various box art and the prototypes for that, it says Hostile Takeover at the front. It's actually referring to the single player version of the game, which is kind of a different game mode from the multiplayer version of the game that has been mostly demonstrated on the streams so far. So this will be our first run through of how the player versus board mode works. And also, because it's a little dull to just kind of sit here and watch me play against myself, I'll just take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the game, talk about development, give you a little bit more entertainment if I can, and just show off some features, talk about some stuff that I'm hoping that we see sometime in the future. We're coming up on the last 10 days of the campaign. So this is really like a good time to just be banging the drum and hoping that we can get more people involved before we wrap up here, reach for some of the stretch goals, and just show you some cool things. So, without further ado, let's play Hostile Takeover. So the Hostile Takeover mode has a slightly different objective than the regular mode of the game. You're playing as the attacker going against the defender, but rather than trying to collect a whole lot of bounties and then extract, you're actually trying to collect 3 certain bounties, a stash called secrets, that are security keys to get you into the locked security room at the other end of the board, while at the same time the board is trying to stop you from getting there. And if you can get one of your characters inside into the elevator, the little transit tube that's inside the security room, you win. The idea being that will take you up to whatever executive level there is, and then you can take over the building. My cat is probably going to come visit us throughout this exercise. Yes, hi. The setup works more or less the same way. These are the basic rules for Hotzone over here. This rule book is actually going to get reformatted, I think, into this format over here to fit the rectangular boxes, because we got the physical assets in stock, and everything fits nicely in a kind of rectangular box for the base set of the game. So we'll get kind of a long format rule book, which is sort of a fun piece of, oh my god, are you going to yell the whole time? Fun piece of nostalgia for me. It kind of reminds me of the old rulebook that was in, what was it, MechWarrior 4, I want to say? 3 or 4, something like that. This like rectangular format rulebook. I enjoyed it. It was a fun piece. This over here is the Hostile Takeover rulebook. They will be attached. They're just separate in this little asset format here while I was working on them. Okay, so we start off more or less the same way we did before. We have a 4x4 grid, the same way you would in player versus player, except in this case the grid is entirely face down because we don't want to know what the defender has going for us, so, or going for them rather. So I just start by assembling a grid. Shuffling these tiles in Board Game Simulator is a bit of a pain, so I'm kind of just grabbing at random. Had the opportunity to play this game in person against another player the other night at a local game store, and it moves way quicker when you're not having to fiddle around with the interface, and when you don't have a cat taking up space. Sorry, contributing. You're very important to the team. Scoot this out of the way. These assets look really good printed, but there is a certain kind of fun quality to the attempted like old dot matrixy screen that's going on here when it's on Tabletop Simulator because it glows. Okay, so with that set up, we move on to the next step. We actually don't place our security tile and our airlock tile just yet. In the regular game, you would, because you'd have these face up and face down, but presently we don't really have any tactical knowledge of what's under these, so we wait until the infiltration phase to actually put the airlock down. Select Masterminds. This works the same way as it did before. You're going to grab one for yourself. I feel like Ellie is a pretty good choice for this version of the game. And then you shuffle it up, and you just take the top one. We are fighting for Enlin. This is actually, what you're seeing here are tester cards from the 4-player game that go through it. So a couple of these don't have art yet. They're waiting for funding to go through. Actually, the Mastermind cards got a redesign in general, because on the printed version I didn't like how small the text was coming out. So those are being rebuilt to just be more legible. But you will see some response cards and stuff in here that aren't too based in the native game. They're in the expanded version. What do? On the defender team, reduce all enemy negotiation stats by 1. So that goes over there. With our mastermind selected, we're going to prep the bounties. Bounty prep works a lot like it does in the regular game. Difference is you're pulling out all the stashes that you're not using, which is just like the regular game actually. Pulling out the 100 stash, or rather the 100 credit bounty, because you'll need that. Don't need this guy. Don't need this guy. And what you're keeping for the bounty for this one are these. So security keys from the stash secrets. This is the primary objective of this mode of the game. So grab all 3 of those. Oops, there you are. Toss them over here. We just take this group and hold it aside over here by the alert level, because they don't go in until alert level 1. And then over here, we grab, wrong dag, need a bomb. There we go. Check. 1 bomb, 1 100. Shuffle this all up. Draw 12. Deal. Let's deal 2. White. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Try my best not to look at this. This is where the interface kind of fails me a little bit. There we go. Grab the bomb, put it in there. Grab the 100, put it in there. There we go. We got a deck of 14 that we know has a high value bounty and a bomb in it. All these other pieces can go aside. Cool. Build your teams. Build your team of 3 operatives. There is no security chief in this game mode. Instead, the building will be dispatching guard patrols, which will be explained later. So we check our operatives. One of the fun things I think about Hostile Takeover versus the regular Hotzone game is because the game has kind of different objectives, you end up prioritizing different agents in different ways. And we see a lot of people shine in this game mode that don't necessarily get picked as often in the competitive game mode. Like, Nicopole here is just extremely valuable in this game mode, specifically for this second ability down here. Or rather, the first ability up here, where they win negotiation contests just immediately until alert level 2. Very, very handy in this game mode. There are guards all over the board in this game mode, and you can just convert them very rapidly with this character. The higher stealth agents tend to perform very well in this game mode. You're not doing so much, you can do as much person-to-person combat, but in Hostile Takeover, the board is kind of constantly respawning guards. So if you're planning on fighting them, you're fighting a war of attrition that you're bound to lose at some point. So there's just a bit more emphasis on stealth and hacking and negotiation in this particular game mode, and a bit more emphasis on, I think, combat in the competitive game mode, where you just have a limited number of people that you have to beat. That said, I actually used this character last time I played, so I want to swap it up a little bit. Stranger is part of the 4-player game, so is Ria. Let's try this. This is interesting. Actually, no. You. That'll be fun. You. Okay, so I got 3 people to negotiate pretty well here. I think that'll be helpful for this mode. Or rather, 2 people to negotiate pretty well. 1 person that runs real fast. Speed is very useful in any of the game modes. All right, people picked. Draw equipment. Drawing equipment works the same way as it normally does. We're going to get 6 pieces of equipment. The difference here is that we're going to go into the deck and we're going to pull out all of the gun turrets, the bombs, the cameras, the guard teams, and the bystanders, of which there are actually 4. I just haven't duplicated them in this asset set before we search, because all of these guys are actually ending up on the board in this game mode. Do it. Stack up. Sorry, there aren't 4 bombs. There are 2 bombs. Out. Okay. So what do we want? The snap tether has this is a feature in the expanded version of the game. It has the ability to pull you back to a location, really handy in the competitive version of the game for getting back to an extraction point, but we're actually trying to get to the other end of the board. I actually don't think I want to bring that with me right now. I do think I want quick ways out, though. There's also a lot of door fortification in this mode, so that sounds handy. Let's pull that. I think the shoes are probably useful. Let's grab one of these just in case. And one of those. Armor? Yeah. We will need to hack a lot too. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So I didn't bring anything particularly offensive here. I'm going to try to avoid most conflicts if I can. I've got reasonable fighters in this set, which will help me when I have to do that, but my thought is that I don't want to get hung up on too many battles. Let's give people what we want here. Aya's got a lot of movement, not very good hacking. I think we're going to give you that. I think I'm going to give the boost shoes to you because you have the least movement of everybody. Nadia can carry the armor without really being weighed down by it, so we'll do that. I'm also going to give the hotspot grenade. Everybody's got kind of the same attack here. Who is most likely to get in this fight? Well, you're the most durable at this point, so you're going to get that. You, I think, can carry this, with the idea being that if somebody gets trapped someplace, you can run to them and dissolve the door, which leaves this going to you. All right, everybody's got room. For those of you who haven't watched before, these little numbers in the corner correspond to how much storage space your character has over here. So everybody's got space right now for what they're carrying. We won't have to put anything on the board. Intelligence phase. All right, the intelligence phase begins. A few steps involved. First, take the stack of cameras, gun turrets, guard teams, etc. Shuffle them all, then deploy them face down the board tiles, beginning with the tile nearest the security room, which we do have to place those right now, or we place those. Okay, intelligence phase. So the first thing that we're going to do is take the pile of bystanders and guards and all that good stuff. shuffle it up, and begin deploying them from the other side of the board toward us, 1 per tile. You end up with 2 left over. This is also a fine time to place your security tile. That just gets randomized over here. So I'm gonna grab this guy and toss one of these. That's a 10. I'm gonna toss it again. I'm trying to get a 1 through 4. Oh look, a 1. Okay, cool. All right, so those are placed. We do that at this point because the second 2 begin at the tiles closest to the security room. So there we go. That's the regular one. Next, the attacking team can put spare equipment on the table. Already did that. Next, you can flip a total of 3 tiles face up. So I want to know what's closest to me. We got a camera here and we have a cache. Okay, that's really good. In the competitive game, you're really concerned about having long rows of green because it lets the security chief move very quickly. Doesn't really matter as much in this version. Things are not necessarily reliant on the green tiles to move. So you can kind of just be like, you know, how deep do I want to jump in? Do I want to have somebody over here? I think so. So there's a gun turret in that room and a lot of exterior windows. No caches. 1 left. Let's figure out what's right in front of here because I have to get down here anyway. 2 guards. An event. Okay. All right. So with that knowledge, I can place my starting tile, which I'm going to put right there. And then we go on infiltration. Infiltration works the same way it does in the competitive game. The only difference being we have fewer tiles exposed. So chances are higher that you're probably going to have a couple people infiltrating right here. And I think that's a pretty good idea for me right now. What's my plan? Who's my slowest? Okay, so let's assign some people. I'm going to put you over here. I'm going to put you over here. I'm going to put you over here. There's the slowest. I kind of feel like that's a good reason to go here and move directly into this transit tube. I don't have anywhere to go right now, but I'm hedging my bets. There's nothing in this tile to find, so if I infiltrate into that tile with somebody quick, like you, we're going to come in through an exterior window right here. Breaking in through an exterior window means that you have to roll against that window, so we're rolling a fight check. I got a 10, plus 3 is 13. I think we're pretty good. The window literally can't win that. The window is just straight dice. So we got in there without getting hurt. Now with this much speed, I can probably go to 2 different tiles and hopefully find a transit tube that's useful, or at least something else to find. And then last one, Nadia is going to go right here because I want to grab that. That's my first objective right there. Oh, cool. Our setup is complete. There's no security chief, but we get our patrols. It's a different thing, and we will run into those as the game begins to escalate its alert level. So we are ready to play. So you begin with the defender's turn. That's the board. Activate the patrol if there is one. There is not right yet. You get a number of patrols equal to the alert level, and the alert level is currently 0. Activating and expose guard teams. Bystanders count as guard teams in all respects in this version. We have 2 guard teams that are available right now. Move each one tile closer to the nearest attacking operative. If they encounter any enemy on any tile, resolve that interaction accordingly. They're still bound by the rules of you can't have more than 2 cards on a tile, but one of these will come over here and head this way. And that's it. We end the first turn for the enemy. On the attacker team, we activate individually the same way we would in the competitive game. I'm going to start with my certain choices. So here, I'm going to step in, deal with the camera. I'm going to try to stealth it, or am I going to just deal with it? My hack's the same either way. I'm going to fight it. So I'm going to fight it to try to get rid of it so that it's not around anymore. What that means is that I am revealed. It spots me. And normally in the multiplayer game, that would reveal my character, but obviously that doesn't really matter in this case. So in this case, what happens is anytime that you are spotted by the enemy, they get to throw a response down. We're pretty early in the game, so I don't think this is going to be too devastating to me. Sensor sweep, reveal all the cards on a tile, including any operatives. All right, doesn't really matter in this case. So this is a get out of jail, like a free pull, essentially. There's a list of cards that are like no sweat cards. So cool, we got in there. I'm gonna fight this camera. Nice. It can't beat me with a 0, so that's dead. In this version of the game, when equipment dies, it goes immediately off to a recycling pile because it's possible for it to get restocked by the guard patrols. So we moved 1, 2, and go ahead and try to get my way into this. Let's hack it. 8, 9, 10, 11. It's got dice plus 2. Oh my god, 12, of course. Just making sure I didn't have any additional features in there. We'll try to hack it again. Second attempt. That's not great. That's a 4. And that's a 6. All right. It resists our attempts both times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's enough room. I'm gonna head over here just to find out what I'm dealing with on this other tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god. I'm gonna try to outrun a bomb on this other tile. I succeed. Sends me back over here, and that's fine because I wanted to come back over here anyway. Oh, sorry. I tried to run away from that. I had to try to hide from a bomb on this tile. Great. 9. Okay, cool. With my stealth, it won't be able to see me in that case. I'm going to... Do I want to deal with that every time? No, this tile's clear, so I'm going to go back to here. Actually, I'm going to go to here and count on that again. That was still good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we're good. Activating this character, we will move up. We're going to head over this way. There's a camera in there. 2. I'm going to hide from the camera. I've got a 3. Yeah, why not? I'll hide from the camera. So dice plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they have also dice plus 3, 4. Okay, cool, we made it. Hid from the camera. There's really nothing over here that I want, though. I will return over here, and I will enter the transit tube. Over here, I has to deal with the gun turret. I'm going to hide from the gun turret. I'm going to roll badly. That is a... Oh, that's something of 4. Gun turret rolls dice plus 1. 5, sees me. All right, so the turret sees me, means I am spotted. It gets a response. Retinal scans. Any operators that distract via the stairs. If it is next turn, take 3 additional levels of damage. That won't be happening, so we're okay on that one. It goes to attack. That was a 2, 3, 4, 5. I have the same going back. 2, 3, 4, 5. We tie, so no damage, which is lucky. I'm gonna head this way. Guard team. Hey, there's the transit tube that Gamble played off. Hiding from the guards. 7, 8, 9. Versus their... They see me. I am spotted. Ready the roof turrets. Okay, it's another extraction one. We're safe there. They're gonna shoot. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna shoot. We got them. So the guard team goes down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guard team. I'm gonna hide. 8, 9, 10. Guard team does not see me this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Yeah, 7. We'll go here. Another guard team. Bystanders are guards in this mode. We'll hide from them. 6, 7, 8. They don't see me. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this could have been done more efficiently if I'd gone over here, but I didn't. So I suppose in a single player game I could just revert that idea, but I'll be fair to myself. Okay, so that's me activated. We have 2 guards down. Or we have 2 little assets in our recycle thing right here, and we've used up a couple of response cards. You go through the response cards a lot quicker in this version of the game because several of them don't actually like affect you directly. They're kind of like, you know, lucky breaks. But it gives you an opportunity to see the response deck kind of churn a little bit quicker than it does in the core version of the game. Enemy goes. No enemy patrols yet because we haven't actually ratcheted the alert level at all. But we do have a lot more exposed guards, so people get to move. I can decide which of these guards that I want to scoot, because again, this tile can only hold 2. Camera can't scoot. This guy can scoot. Guards can't move a tile that have somebody on it if they can see that person. So let's make a couple determinations to begin with. So this bystander right now is going to try to spot who is running around. And all of your characters are assumed to be sneaking in this version of the game. So whenever you've got a guard that is like starting on your tile or something like that, they have to try to see you, which 6, 7, 8. 6, 7 rather. No, sorry, 6, 7, 8. They're guard teams, yeah. Versus my 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I am still successfully sneaking. Therefore, that guard can't see me, so it's going to go over here. This guard's going to go over here. This guard's going to try to spot this character. Comes out to a 5. Menser has a +3. Is okay. That's an 11. Bomb's not doing anything. This guard over here trying to spot gets a 12. I need a 12 to survive that. Did not get it. Okay, so sees Aya. We'll shoot at Aya. This is dice +2. Is an 8. This is dice +3. I get hit. Ouchie. And that is all the movement that Actually, I want to scoot this guard team over here, and I want to scoot this guard team up here. Make things a little bit more crowded over there. All right, attacking team. You know, a couple of people who are already doing their stuff. This one can actually pop out of the transit tube now, which is going to take it over here. We're going to hide from that guard team. Actually, I'm going to negotiate with that guard team. So my negotiation is 4. That means the guard team does see me. So we're going to flip a response. Sweep the basement. Any operatives that extract via the guard would shoot before the defender's turn. No, we're good. Negotiating with the guard team. This is dice +4. Nice. They can't beat that. So that guard team is mine. And Menser has some unique abilities when it comes to that. Win ties negotiation contest won't matter. Wins negotiating contest with a guard or bystander. We instruct them to relocate any tile they can fit up to 3 tiles away. So I can actually send this guard somewhere else if I want to, which I presently don't need to because they're happily mine. This is useful because as the guard patrols go around, they can actually revert guards that have been persuaded to work for you back to the original team. But I can send them further away from the patrols if there are patrols to send them further away from, which a patrol will spawn here at some point. So I actually will go ahead and tell this guard to relocate. Far away. Go clear over here. We're going to pop over here and try to get into this. +1 to hack contest. That makes me a 4. Got it. Nice. Okay. Scary. I said nice because I was thinking of the regular game. This is actually kind of detrimental to me. Thankfully, we are right near a garbage chute. So, the way bounties work in this particular version of the game is your job as the mastermind is to try to take over this building. You're not actually really concerned about extracting wealth from it the way that you are in the competitive version of the game. Your agents are people who work for you. They are being paid, but they're being paid, you know, whatever your base negotiated salary was. If they come across enough wealth that it is worth more to them to just run, they will leave. The wealth that will cause that to happen is if you exceed the lowest of their 2 values up here. So 300 on Aya over here, 150 on Menser, 150 on Nadia. If they come across that much treasure, they will hightail it out of there, and you'll be out of that agent. What you can do is tell them to deposit into the garbage chutes the way that you normally would, but they won't deposit fragile because it would break. So Menser is currently carrying almost his maximum in bounty, and he's getting kind of dodgy on the comms. I don't know if he's going to stick around much longer, but I need him to stay in here for a little bit, so here's hoping he doesn't pull anything big on this next attempt. +4, 6 to 10. Okay, so didn't get anything in on the second time. I will just mark that this is half extracted. What do we have over here? We have a guard team and something unknown. Do I want to explore that? The guard team's going to come to me regardless, so I might as well deal with it now. I'm going to head over here. 2 guards. I don't know if I want to deal with 2 reactions right now, but I do want the opportunity to negotiate with these things, so I will allow guard 1 to react to me. Just business. A guard of your choice or the security chief detonates. Treat this as a fight 6 against everyone on the tile. Destroy any equipment or bounties attached to the tile. The guard of security chief is dead afterward. So you have to prioritize first the person who flipped the tile, then the most efficacious person to get hit by it. So in this case, this guard detonates. It's a fight 6 chance test against Menser, which I'm sure he's going to fail unless I roll astronomically well. Fight 6 has 11. It's possible to beat this. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, so that'll be damage. Destroy any equipment and bounties attached to the tile. This other guard is actually equipment, so both of these explode. You know, as much as that hurt, I think that was probably a good thing. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3. Sure. No, that's going to reveal that. I actually think it's better for me to stay here for now. Feels a little safer. Activating over here. I have to stealth from this bomb. 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 7. And then the bomb gets a 10. 1 level of damage to everybody on the tile. So the whole team... Oh, actually, you've got armor. Okay, so the armor goes away. Team's looking a little beat up. I am going to... Your stuff is over here. Hack into this. That's a 10. This is dice +2, of course. Hack into this again. That's 6, dice +2. Goddamn. Can't seem to get into that one. Do I want to come up here and deal with this? I think I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I don't want to go that far. Just come there, expose that, and I'm going to fight this gun turret. So the gun turret will see me. Power cycle. Disable all items the hack score that were initially owned by the defender. They remain disabled until the next turn come back online. Nobody has hacked anything permanently. We negotiated with the guard team. Gun turret's gonna attack me. Of course. Amazing. That's a 12. And that is not a 12. I will take damage. I should have used the hotspot, honestly. I might have to do that next time. Alright, everybody's hurt. This could be better. This could be better. Having failed that, I'm going to return my movement back to here because this is where I want to be. I wanted to find out what we had going on over here, and this can't move the way the guards can, so I'm a little less concerned about it. This thing is going to be a problem over here. Actually, I can solve that problem now, huh? That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's enough. So we're going to do a whole circuit here. No, we're not. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay. We'll come over here to deal with this guard team. It's going to see me. Please don't be anything bad. Return the security chief. Okay, we don't have a security chief. We're good. It's going to see me. I'm going to throw a grenade at it. Screw this dice. It's not behaving. So this +6, that's way beyond what I can do. So it dies. And I will come back over here. We'll clear out the board a little bit. That leaves you. I will hide from that guard. I will hide badly from that guard. That guard will see me. That guard will attack. 5, 6, 7 versus my 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got it. Hopping over here. I'm going to cook this. What do we get? Snoops. Reveal the operative. That's a response. Clear the air. That's characters in the vents. We don't have any characters in the vents. I will fight my way into this now. 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. We break even. Man, the caches are fighting me hard today. Okay, that's a little hairy. We did this guy already? Yeah, it's done. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have +1 stealth. I need to remember that. That's a big deal. So the situation that's happened now is that we have extracted, effectively, 100 credits from the board in the fact that Menser has pulled this 100 credit thing, which means, ding, the alert level's gone up, and these get tossed into the bounty cache, which I actually should have done earlier, but it doesn't really matter because we couldn't pull anything out of the cache. Shake that up, get it ready to go. We are now on alert level 1. And that means that on the enemy turn, they are getting a patrol. So the patrol starts attached to this tile, and during its activation, will move. Right now, it moves 1 tile at a time, and the only places that it can go are this tile or this tile. We're gonna go in order first. The patrol is moving first. I'm gonna go even over here, odd over here. So it's going this way. Ding. The way that the movement actually works is you've got a D10 that you're rolling, and you're going in cardinal directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The guard patrols can move diagonally, so they can get across the board very quickly if they go that way. And then if you get a 9, they will move toward the nearest enemy. And if you get a 10, they move an extra space toward the nearest enemy. But right now, we just got to get them off the board. Okay, that's that over there. Guard rules. When they arrive at a place, they fortify all the doors in the tile. They restore any assets that have been stolen by the attackers. They deploy any available assets from the recycle pile onto the tile up to its maximum. And they remove any items that are not bounties belonging to the attacker. So this is how the board begins to restock itself. You just grab 2 shuffled pieces. They do come out here face up because we need to know what they are for if they start moving. There is a bomb and a guard on there now. The patrol's activation is done. This tile is locked down until the patrol leaves. Guards can move now. This guard will move over here. Gun turret can't move. This guard belongs to us. Gun turret can't move. Okay, our turn. I think everybody knows what they need to do. They just need to do it, Rel. Okay, you have a 3 to fight. I'm going to go ahead and punch this cache that I'm on. That's a 10. Dice +2 for the cache is a 9. So we got it, finally. Please don't pull anything expensive. Nice! Security key. Okay, cool. So this one is used up. So I have an interesting situation with Menser right now. He's successfully extracted 1 security key. That's good. That's useful. I can't really get rid of this treasure that he's carrying too much. My options for this are to either deposit it down a garbage chute, which you can't do with a fragile bounty because it will break, or to hand it off to another character, somebody who has a higher carrying capacity, like I, in this case, has 300, so the 100 doesn't really bother her that much. That's an option if they get close to each other, and that will make it so that Menser isn't quite so close to deserting. Or stop picking up treasures, basically. Just stop harvesting with this character, and I think we're a little early in the game to do that. Yeah, there's still a lot of cards left in this deck. So I think my best option is to hand that off to Aya, and they're not that far away from each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be good. We'll do that. Bing. Aya's going to activate. Aya's going to try to break into this one. Dice +3. That's a 10. Dice +2. That's a 12. If I take my second action to break into here, then I will not be able to do the trade with this character over here, and I think I need to do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will trade. I'm going to go ahead and take this 100 credits because you're looking a little shifty. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll go right back to here. Over here, fight my way in. 12. Don't roll a 10, please. Okay. Dice says that's a 6. What do you got? 30. No big deal. Hack our way in. Dice plus 3. Of course. Of course. Do I want you to move? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. We're going to come over here to give this one another shot. We're going to let somebody who's closer to this one handle that. We can probably send you over, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you'd get there on the next turn, and then you can go handle this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, cool. Trying to be as efficient as possible with all these characters. Enemy's team, starting with patrol. Nothing, we're still only at level 1. So the patrol's going to move. 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll come over here. The patrol can occupy a tile that has 2 other tiles on it. That's fine. This tile unlocks. This tile locks. So this tile is now locked down. Those locked doors work the same way as any kind of fortification does in the regular game. So you can attack those and you can hack into them and stuff like that. But they do make it more difficult to move around, especially because as the alert level continues to escalate, there are going to be 3 of these guys wandering around, locking down tiles to make it hard for us to move. You will scoot over here. You are a bomb. You are a gun turret. You are a guard team that belong to me. Okay. The advantage of negotiating, by the way, is just that this is not going back to the recycling pile. So I am eliminating their assets by getting them to join me until once time that this guy finds them and, you know, tells them to go back and work. Let's start. I think I got a plan in place. Let's start with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 8. Yeah, you're fine. Okay. We'll do that, and I will try to punch my way into this very stubborn box. Dice plus 3, 8. Dice plus 2, 9, 10, 11. Delightful. I will try to hack my way into this very stubborn box. Dice plus 2, 11. Dice plus 2. Got it! We got it! We got it, team! Counterfeit. Bounty becomes a copy of the next bounty card the carrier picks up. If the next card is a stash, place this card at the top of the bounty pile after the stash is drawn. Not useful to us. You. We will punch into here. Dice plus 3, 9, of course. We will hack into here. Dice plus 3 again. 5, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, I mean, that seems about right. That seems about par. I hope to have a somewhat more exciting harvesting of bounties for this recorded session, but the dice will dice as the dice will. Do I want you to move? No, you're still useful there. You, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, are not going to grab the entire tile. You're going to come over here. You are plus 3 on the attack. Please be useful. It's a 10 versus plus 2. Okay, cool. We got in. Hey! Glad we kept them around. Where's this other one? Okay, they're both there. So we have 2 of the 3 keys hanging out on Menser right now. 11 cards left in the deck. It could be anywhere in there. Let's scoot this over. Check my totals real quick. 100, 130. Okay, so that still hasn't changed, which is convenient. The counterfeit here is actually a little bit useful to us. This has a value of 0 right now, so it's not working on escalating the alert level. And remember that all the enemy negotiation stats are reduced by 1. It hasn't really mattered this time because the only person who's negotiated has just an obscene stat boost and rolled like a 10. But remembering the mastermind powers is, if there's any part of this game that slips by people all the time, it's just recalling that you have global mastermind powers. All right, let's move you. So, enemy's team, patrol, 10. Oh, 2 spaces toward the nearest enemy. That is you and you. Ugh. Okay, so what happens here when we encounter a patrol? This board locks down. The patrol converts anything that already belongs to the patrol back to the enemy's side. There's nothing in here. Restocks the tile. This could be rough. 2 guards. And the patrol itself is a hired muscle card. So all of these things just march through the door here in a patrol, and Menser, who is at the moment my most valuable character with 2 security keys, really needs to hide very well. Thankfully, we're going to remember that we have Elysium here. Increase all friendly stealth stats by 1. So add a plus 4, trying to hide from 3 people that just came through the door, starting with the guard team. Dice plus 4. Oh my god. Okay. Guard is dice plus 2. Oh, we lucked out. Okay. That one's done. Second guard. This is me, dice plus 4. 10. Dice plus 2. Okay, we're good. And then the last one is the hired muscle at dice plus 2. So me at dice plus 4. 10. Looking for an 8 or lower. We're okay. They all come in, and he just hides behind the corner and please don't see me. The problem is this room is now barricaded. So while my character may have avoided being seen, getting out of here is pretty tricky. So we may be stuck for a while, and as long as they can see me, they're not going to leave. So we'll worry about that later. Moving guards. No guards to move. These guards will not move. Actually, these guards did not see him, so these guards will move. This move goes over here. This move goes over here. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's right. This one goes over here. So that's a little handy. Had they actually seen this character, they would have stuck around, which would have made it harder. But they did not. This one does encounter another character over here, so Nadia is going to hide because one more damage will drop her, which wouldn't be the end of the world. My character can come pick her up. Yeah, we'll hide. If it comes to fighting, we'll fight. Dice plus 3, 11. Dice plus 2, right? No, dice plus 1, 11. Okay. The stealth continues, and she is not caught. My turn. Menser, I want to stay hidden. And if I just hang out here for another turn, oops, thump, the place will unlock and this patrol will move on. So maybe I don't want to try to risk going through this door and into another area right now. Unless I want to vent. I could vent. I think it's a good idea, actually. Okay, so first thing first, I'm going to hide. So plus 4. Nice. The other person can't possibly see me on that score. So I'm going to, can I carry anything with me? Yes, those are all vent worthy. These are all vent worthy. Those aren't a problem. Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. I'm going to go here and I'm going to vent. And so we will slip out of that place into vent space and not have to deal with the walls. Over here, I'm going to hide from this guard. So this is plus 4 because of Elysium, which I think I didn't give myself last time. That's 10. Versus a plus 2 is an 11. Oh my god. Alright, I guess we're fighting. Nadia, don't fail me now. Nadia's dice on plus 3, of course. Good. Excellent. Guard will, in fact, shoot me in the face. That downs this character. 30 credits falls to the ground and actually evaporates because the credit score doesn't really matter in this case, so those go away. I don't have any other equipment to attach to the board, so that's alright. And this character has fallen over. Which means you have a job to do. Can you take them? What do you have here? You have counterfeit, D-res. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will try to hide from the guard. Plus 4 is an 8. The guard sees me. The guard will attack. Is an 8. My dice plus 3 is a 10. Okay, guard dies. Sheesh. Terrifying. We will spend an action bringing you back up. This was used up. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been forgetting responses. We'll scoot 1, 2, 3, 4 back to here. You already died, got picked back up. That leaves you, who already did that. Okay, everybody's acted, right? Yeah. All right, you will try to see the person in the square with you. They roll a 10. I roll... Oh, wait, sorry, I'm not in the square. I'm in the vent, which is good because I rolled badly. So there's nobody in there. So instead, they will move. They're going to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This way. Oop, not that one. That one. Ding. When they get in here, this guard team goes back to their control, and this place locks down. You're going to move guards. This guard will scoot over here, because this person is not in there. They're in the vent. Attacking, or trying to spot, rather. So they're going to get dice plus 2 is 12. I can beat this on plus 4. And I did. Amazing. All right, our turn. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you possibly get in? Dice plus 3 on the hack. That's a 12. As long as it doesn't roll a 10. Okay, cool. Actually useful to get a low number here. On the hack again is a 5, 4, 5, 6. 2 was too much to ask for. We're going to move this character on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. We'll enter a transit tube. Over here, hiding from the guard. Dice plus 4, 12. Guard says 4. Okay, I know we have enough movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attacking in, that's 11 versus a 6. Got it. A perk. I'll take it. All right, we heal. You are still transiting. Okay, so everybody else moved. Okay, check. Your turn. 3. 1, 2, 3. That's rough. All right, so we restock here. Couple of guards. Let's stealth the first set. So I have stealthing at plus 4, is a 7. The guard at +2. Okay, we missed it. Other guard. IA stealthing is a 12. As long as they don't roll a 10. Oh, we're good. Last one. IA stealthing is a 7. Patrol is... Okay, cool. Hiding behind the grates again. Different character this time, but she's being very sneaky. This tile is locked down. Thankfully, this person is already in the vent, or already in the transit tube, so that won't be a problem. It's a bit of a problem for you, but my hope is that it becomes less of one. That also means that we have no currently exposed characters on the board. So these guards have nowhere to go. They're just gonna hang out. All right, next turn rolls around. Where are we going? You are coming out over here. You're gonna hide from that guard. You're gonna do a 7. That guard's gonna do a... Okay, we're good. How fast are you? 7? 1, 2, 3... What do we got? Camera? Bomb? 4... Oh, that sucks. I don't like that tile at all. Alright, hiding from the camera. Yeah, hiding from the camera. Camera sees me. Response. Clear path. Remotely open all the doors in a line, result in a clear line of sight. Doors one in the defender's turn. But that's not really going to help anybody. So that would be happening from the patrol, but there's nobody to really see because we got everybody in the vent. When the patrol activates, we will recall that that is open, but I don't think it's really going to assist them in this case. Now the bomb. Stealthing from the bomb. 10. We're good. Over here, also stealthing from the bomb. 10. We're still fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, if I hang out on this tile, the next patrol is going to spawn, and I will have to deal with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've already committed. I guess I need to go look over there. Yeah, well, we're in it. Here's open. You're in the vent for another turn. You need to hide from a bunch of people. From this guard team. 4, 5, 6, 7. They see me. That's a response. Redeploy. Take out 2 guards and relocate them to adjacent tiles provided there is a door to that tile that has not been obstructed in some way. No guard, no guard. No reason to. And this one is full. Okay, so no real reason to do that one. Attacking me. Guard rolling dice +2. Gets a 5. Me rolling 3. Get the guard. Okay, guard dies. Second guard trying to spot me. Guard rolls a 8. I roll a... We're good. Patrol trying to spot me. Patrol rolls a 6. 3, but +4, so we're good. I'm going to try to fight my way into this box. 5, 6, 7, 8. Box says, yay! All right, cool. Investments. This bounty is extracted. Every 10 credit bounty in the owning team has becomes a 30 credit bounty. Oh, shit. That is now a 30. That's okay. Was that the only one? I think that was the only one. I've done so poorly getting into bounty caches this time that I just didn't have much for that to escalate. Does anybody else have anything? No. Okay. Yep, congratulations. That didn't do squat. The investments becomes a copy of this, but that doesn't actually, like, matter. So the counterfeit is effectively used up, which is kind of fine for me. The counterfeit was only going to be bad news. So we are now at 130 extracted, which I'm not too worried about. This would have been a really nice pull in a competitive game, which I think is fun about these, is that you get a gameplay experience that is almost opposite, just like a different way to play, different focuses when you're doing the single player game. That was you. This is done. Oop, scoot. The tricky thing here is this room is locked down and I don't really trust my way to get out of it. So I think this is going to be another one where I'm going to vent. Aya has the 100 credits. Can I bring Fragile through a vent? I actually can't remember. Let's find out. Cannot be moved through vents. Okay. In this version, the characters will not risk damaging a Fragile bounty. Because again, they are looking out for themselves a little bit too. So that locks that down as an option. I guess I'm going to have to try to break out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to try to hack out of that. I only have a +2. 5, 6, 7. I believe the hack score on these is a 3. Oh, and it rolled really well. Okay, we're not getting out of there. Yeah, we're stuck. You can come out of the vent today. Where would you like to go? That seems good. No, that seems good. We'll head this way. Oh wait, no, that's you. That's the guy with 2. We'll come over here. This is where you need to be. You're gonna show up and hide from the bomb? +4, right? +4. 7. Bomb says 9. Bomb says 9. No! 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 That's rough. Fuck, they both drop. Oh, I'm so sad. That's bad. Okay, so those 2 both drop. Credits hit the floor and die. That's fine. These two will attach to the tile if there is room. There's room for one of them. I get to pick which one sticks around. The hack contest, I think, has been more important than the boost shoes right now, so that one goes away. Oh, no, wait, there was room for both, because the bomb died. Okay, so there's room for both. These two security keys will sit here on the board. I'm going to put them... Where's the most likely place for somebody to show up from? Over there? Yeah, I'm going to put them over here. And then both these characters have fallen over. That's rough. What's around them? There's a guard over there, but there's nobody nearby immediately. They might make it. We'll find out. Okay, over here. Patrol, do you see this character? Patrol says, nope, probably not. No, they do not. Okay, so the patrol will move on. They are going 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can't go 5. Let's just hit it again. 8. 8 is going to be out here, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, off this way. Guard, do you see this character? That's an 11 versus... Okay, much better. No, the guard does not. So the guard will also move on to another tile. We're going to go up here. This guard's going to go over here. They're all scooting down toward the next set of people. This one's going to go over here. These characters are still in the game. They're just downed, so the guards want to get to them. That leaves no other contests over here. My turn. I need to get over to them before something comes and kills them both. And they're way over there. 1, 2. That's barricaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That wouldn't get me anywhere. I think the vent is my fastest option. So we're going to go in there and vent. Unless that's faster? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is faster to do that. Alright, so we're going to go in here. This is more of a risk because I have to deal with this guard. But Aya is not hurt yet. Hiding. That's a 10. Versus the guard. Gets a 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Entering the transit tube. Please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please. Enemy turn. This guy gets a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Goes over here. Guard moves over here. Takes a shot at one of these two. I'll randomize it. So we'll say even, red, odd, orange. Orange. Gets 3, 4, 5. Dies plus 3. Of course. Aya dies. No! So we have lost this character and there's no getting her back. Guards and the patrols do not try to collect in this mode. This is for all the marbles, right? We're trying to take over the entire building, so they're shooting a kill. That's that bystander done. This guy has to restock this tile with people. There we go. Actually, I didn't restock this tile with people either. All right, coming out over here. Oops, over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will get me to here. I have to deal with the guard first. I'm going to hide from it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10. Okay, we hid from it. Actually, I can go 8. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to spend a collect action grabbing the stuff that fell to the ground over here, which was the security keys that Menser had. So those are mine now. Then I'm going to spend an action reviving Menser. So we got a person back. Menser activates, hides from the guard. 14, guard can't see that. I am going to negotiate with the guard. +3, not +4 because of their mastermind. Let's remember that. Okay, that's a 5. But they still lose. Okay, so that guard is mine. After they killed my friend, we still had a conversation. What I would like to do... I guess I'm going to pick up my stuff. So I'll grab both those. So that's one collect action. Leaves me with one action left over. If there was any place to try to collect from, I think I'm going to book it this way and hope that I find something. So I'm actually going to... I can't use the boost shoes. I already used other actions. So I guess I'm just going to run. I got 2 things to deal with over here. I have 1 to deal with over here, and the chance that this guy's going to find me. I'm going to risk it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the biscuit. All right. We still haven't picked up much stuff, and because all of our credits keep, like, leaving. Which way are you going? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't go that way. 5. Down this way. Cool. Works for me. Must have heard something. Restocks that tile. And existing guards will move. Guard team will move. Guard team will move. Guard team will move. My turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow, that was lucky. 5. Alright, we have to deal with these guys, but here's hoping. Hiding from the bystander guard guy. 4, 5, 6, 7. Guard says that they see me. Guard is going to shoot at me and get a 6. I'm gonna shoot back and get a 6. All right, we exchange fire. That's fine. Bomb, stealthing from the bomb. 8. Bomb says 6. Okay, we're okay. Amazing. I am going to try to shoot my way into... No, I'm going to hack my way, because that's +4. Hack my way into this thing. That's 6. It says 4. Okay, cool, we got it. It's a bomb. Try to outrun the bomb. Please roll low. I rolled high. The bomb does damage to me, and I fall over. That's so sad. I cannot attach either of these to the board because the board is full, so these items blow up in the explosion. Menser has again fallen. No! And that leaves you to find our final piece. And I might as well use you to try to save that other person too, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go over there. Enemy turn. Starting with this guy. 1, 2. Goes over here. Restocks this card. It's better than going over here, I guess. This bystander is going to attempt to shoot Menser. Or this guard, rather. Okay, only rolls a 3. Menser actually beats him. Cool. From the floor position, your dudes do get to fight back. So they will go over here. The bomb does not get to like actively search here. Oh no, it's every turn thereafter. The bomb does get to actively search here. Menser trying to hide from the bomb. +4. The bomb. Oh, the bomb blew up. Sorry. What am I saying? the bomb blew up. It is no longer here. Okay, I might actually get a chance to get this character back again. My turn. Menser down. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna pick you up. Then I'm gonna head back this way again and hope that you can handle that. Okay, you hack into this. Don't get blown up. Oh wait, no, sorry. It was the cash bomb that blew him up. Okay, he does have to stealth from the other bomb. Let's stealth from the other bomb. Okay, we're good. We stealth from the other bomb. That other bomb is here. Aya will have to stealth from that bomb when she runs in. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. There is still a bomb on this thing. I just happen to have 2 bombs hanging around. Alright, this character hacking in. Again, +4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The chest says, okay, you may have my stuff. Please don't be a bomb. Doing it again. 8, 9, of course. We're going to hang out here because... Actually, no, I'm going to leave in case this guy walks in. Okay. Enemy team. 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. He went off this way. Investigating something else. We'll restock this tile. People moving. That's a problem. Hiding from both guards. Top guard. 5. Top guard Caesar. Top guard attacks. 5, 6, 7 versus my... Okay. Got the top guard. Menser hiding from the bottom guard. Hides very well. 14. Bottom guard can't see a 14. Okay. So, successfully hidden there. Hiding from the bottom guard. We actually just got into that fight, rather. Bottom guard gets a 5, 6, 7. Gets a 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Continues hiding. Both those guys get responses, actually. Lock that area down. Fortify all doors in given tile. Okay, this place locks down. Other one I didn't see. 2 people saw, right? Yeah. Changing the guards, refreshing inferior guards that were originally on 1 tile. This wording is actually wrong. It's supposed to be bring a tile up to full strength, which would be this tile again. So we get a guard back. And this guard, trying to see... probably doesn't see. Does not see. This guard trying to see Menser. Does probably see. No, we're actually good. Okay, so comes up, doesn't say anything. All right, my turn. What are we gonna do? You're gonna leave. Menser hiding from the guard up there. It's a 12. 10 is a 12. It maintains hiding, that's fine. From the other guard, 11. Good, okay. You come over here. You give me your other bounty. 9. Okay, we got it. Be good to me. Be good to me. That's not good to me. It's the opposite of good to me. 60, 70, 80. I am sure by virtue of that and the ones that have gone over that we are now on level 2, which is gonna be a thing. I'm actually going to use the little tokens here so that I don't confuse them for my own people. This is getting real close. This is leftover. This is also leftover. There you go. Okay, so that means that every cache on the board is currently covered up. Normally that would mean that you uncover them, but in this particular game mode, you actually have to explore the entire board before caches can become uncovered. And that is just to make sure that you're not hopping back and forth between the same 2. Your exploration matters here. So this is going to get hairy because I need to make some motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to deal with those guys again. Oh, the bomb. Shoot. Hiding from the bomb. 10. We're okay. I have to deal with them eventually. Does I have a solution here? Deres enzyme. I think that's actually the answer. Menser isn't dead again. I am going to move up here. I am going to try to negotiate with this guard, which means that it sees me. To play bomb face up and a face up tile of your choice, provided there are no operas on it. So I have to be as close to the operatives as I can for that bomb. This one's already got a bomb. Let's put it over here. That's the one that's the most tactically disadvantageous to me. I don't actually have another bomb card. Just put we'll put a little token over here to be our other bomb. And the other guys, first we're going to handle this guy. So I'm going to negotiate at +3. As a 12, as a 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. All right, so this one is mine. And then the other one over here, I will let see me. Security chief. There is no security chief. We'll negotiate at +3, 7. Got it. Cool. That'll make this a little safer. All right, you need to move quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was my pile of bounties. We already grabbed that. Hiding from the bomb, hopefully successfully. It's an 8. Okay, I was looking at that 9 there for a second. I was a little scared. I don't know what happened to my camera. Weird. All right, enemy's turn. This is gonna be a little scary because we got this guy here. So it's gonna be evens odds for crap. You go there. I had a feeling this was gonna happen because there's only so many places for him to go. But with this wall here, I suppose I could have. That would have been smart. I could have again done that. Well, hoisted by my own petard. That. And another guy. We are actually out of recycle, so it'll just be the one guy. That's cool. But guard motion is a thing. So this guard's gonna move, and that guard's gonna move. Gun turret over there. Yeah. Do you see me? Top guy gets a +2 crap versus my crap sees me. Throwing dice at +3 for damage, 13. That's pretty good. He's throwing dice at +2. Does not get me. All right, cool. So when a guard patrol dies, they go back over here. What that does mean is that the door's all unlocked because the guard has now left the tile. Or the patrol has now left the tile. So that's actually pretty advantageous here. Against the bystander, or against the other guard team rather, trying to see me, cannot based on my bonuses. All right, cool. That was as good as that could have been hoped to have happened. Still have to hide from this bomb. Watch me fail this one. This is 10. That is a 10, so I stay hidden from hits, but that was close. And that's it. Okay, so he did see me, so we do get to pull a response. Always keep a spare security chief. Okay, we don't have to worry about that one, thankfully. My turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're heading over here. Let's see if we make it that far. First, hiding from the bomb. Oh, God. Okay. Then hiding from the camera. All right. That's 3 ones in a row. The camera sees me. There will be a response. Flood the vents with hardening foam. Many characters under the vents get stuck. We are okay on that one. So I was there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Takes me into here. Cool. Guard, hiding from the guard. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Guard says 8. I stay hidden. Actually, 7, I stay hidden. Can't quite get to there. That's okay. You two belong to me. Let's be a little smarter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hiding from this guard. Actually, let's hide for the bomb first because that'll make it a moot point if it goes off. So hiding from this bomb. 10. We're good. Hiding from this guard. 11. Guard says 11. Stay hidden, barely. Enemy turn. You. Evens odds. Odds. Okay. Already has 2 things on it, so this gets locked down. You. 1, 2. This gets locked down. This character's a little trapped, but that's okay, because I don't want any additional trouble here. You can come up here. Oh, no, you can't. Your tile is full. Can't go over there, so you will go over this way. And you have no other people nearby. This guard is going to try to see this character. Gets a 10. My character gets not a 10. My character gets attacked. My character gets attacked on an 11. Fighting back with +3. Oh God, Venser, you've fallen so far. you've fallen so many times, my poor friend. Thankfully, that was no longer the linchpin character. This one trying to see over here gets a 5 versus my 6. Okay, cool. My turn. Come on over here. I have to hide from you. Actually, you know what? No, they're +3. Yeah, I'm gonna hide from you. That's still our best option. Okay, our height is good. They can't see on that height. Get in here. Do this. Make this happen. Fighting at +3. 11. Okay. Oh my God, we got it. We got it. I did not think that we were going to make... There's a chance. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I'm gonna vent. No, I can't vent because I got the fragile bounty. Do I? Who's carrying that? Yeah, I can't. I could try to go in here. That means sneaking past. No, the camera's not a big deal. The bomb is kind of a... I should beat the bomb? I've got really top-heavy odds on the bomb. You're not that hard to hide from. See, the problem is if I screw any of this up, like, this is my direct route, but if I screw this up, it ends. Risk it for the biscuit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to derez enzyme to remove this door. Oh, wait, hang on. I can do it. Create an adjacent wall space between the tiles. Oh, that's even faster. Oh, it's not. There's no room there. Okay. So I'm gonna pop open the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bomb, because that one's gonna end it quick if it doesn't work. That says 4, 5, 6, 7. Bomb says 3. Okay. Camera. Camera gets a 5. I get a... Okay, we're all right. Last one is you. This is them plus 2. That's a 12. This is me plus 4. Come on, come on, come on. 9. Oh, we did it. Oh, okay. We are hidden. It's not out of the woods yet, but it's better than it could have been. Enemy team. You, do you see me? 6, 7, 8 versus my 6. You see me. I have no recourse. It shoots. A 5. I think that's a 10, right? Yep. First it sees me and does this. Randomly remove one bounty the attacking team successfully extracted from their total. Cannot be a stash card. Actually, that's kind of nice. Goodbye. Yes, that's a plus 3. Is 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, versus my plus 3. 6. That's a 6. Oh, I'm not hurt. Why aren't I hurt? Wasn't I hurt? I got a perk earlier, right? I did. That's what it was. Oh my god, I thought I was going to die just now. Okay. Phew. Against... Yeah, okay. So we survived that. The place is still locked down. It's a bit of an issue. Other person over here is moving. 1. Can't go up. Just roll again. 9. We'll go over here. They cannot cohabitate spaces. So we'll go over here. Actually, technically, the closest person is here since this one's busy. So we'll go over here. Yep. You're full. You don't have anything else to put in there. Guard's moving. Guard can go here. That guard can't move. This guard over here will attempt to kill Menser. Only gets a 2. Or a 3, rather. Menser actually kills him. From the downed position. Amazing. That will leave room for somebody to move, but there's nobody who can move over there. All right. Here we go. This is the turn that matters. You. Hiding from you. Really wishing I could roll better than a 1. That's still a 5. That's still a 5. Enemy says they see me. We get in a fight. Enemy rolls dice plus 3. Gets a 6. I roll better than a 6. I do! Okay. That goes away. Up here, the bomb. Hiding from the bomb. Cool. A 5. Why not? The bomb rolls a 10. No! I'm downed, and Menser was already downed. At the last second, with all 3 security tokens in play, and nothing in my way but a doorway and a camera, I get sloppy footing and sets off the bomb. God damn. How close? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have done it. If I hadn't fumbled the bomb roll at the last second, we would have been there. We actually would have had to fight this guy. So like he's in this tile right now. So that's another not quite shoe-in, right? But yeah, there was enough motion. There was enough movement, and we had all the stuff. Close. So that's it. That is Hostile Takeover. That is how you fight the board alone in this game. It's still a big game. It's still a big tactical movement-based process, trying to decide where you're going to send your people to stay ahead of each other. And as the game escalates, more and more assets just begin piling on to you. So I think it's pretty fun. I think it's a thing that you can, do while you're hanging out, watching a movie or whatever you want, and just kind of have the fun of a tactical strategy game that feels like miniatures combat without having to be, at a game store or reliant on somebody else's schedule or something like that. And it uses all the assets in the game in a slightly different way so that they just kind of have a new flavor, and you get a different gaming experience out of it.